Hey, Gianmarc here with another lesson on sweep picking. So thanks to everybody on the Harmony Central message boards that kind of gave me some insight as to some things that maybe I should talk about a little more with sweep picking. That was really helpful, and please feel free to post messages either if you see me on one of the message boards or just right here on YouTube is probably even easier. If there's something you'd like to see a lesson on, just let me know, and provided it's something I'm any good at, I'll do a lesson on it. So one of the things somebody asked about is that a circular motion that people often make with the pick as they do sweep picking, and I kind of realized that I do it, and I never really thought about the fact that I do it or why I do it. So I kind of analyzed it a little bit, and the conclusion I came to is that what it does is it allows you to sweep both down and up on the same edge of the pick. So when you're picking, you don't want the pick to be totally parallel to the string, right? You don't want that. You can't really see the pick, but you don't want the pick to contact the string totally parallel to it, like that. You want to hit it at an angle like that, so that if my finger's the string and the pick's hitting it at an angle, because this way the string kind of slides off the edge of the pick. Which is one nice thing about these, these Jazz 3s, Jazz 3 XLs, is that the string slides off the pick really easily. So hitting it at that angle is what does that. So when you have your pick turned like that, let me bring it in closer so you can see what I'm talking about a little better. So as the pick, if you're alternate picking and you come down, see how the front edge of the pick is contacting the string, and then when I pull it up, the back edge. So it's the front edge down, the back edge up. But with sweep picking, sometimes it's nice to hit everything with the same edge. So if you kind of turn the pick a little this way, and Sean Lane turned it this way all the time, and I've tried it and I just can't do it. I mean, I can't play anything like he does anyway, but I was hopeless when I tried to turn the pick the way he did. But anyway, so when you sweep downwards, if you turn the pick back a little, then you're hitting it with the opposite edge of the pick. Instead of hitting the front edge on the way down, you're hitting the back edge on the way down. And then when you come back up, you're turning it and still hitting the back edge. So it's back edge down, back edge up, back edge down, back edge up. And it kind of gives you that circular motion. So that's what the circular motion is all about. So I'm glad I got to the bottom of that. Another thing that really helps with sweep picking that I probably should have mentioned is to throw a little palm muting into your sweeps. So that what that does is it'll get you a little extra separation in the notes so that they're not totally ringing out. Palm muting, of course, is where you take this part of your hand and you rest it right where the strings meet the bridge of the guitar. But I'm guessing most of you are probably pretty familiar with that. But anyway, so let me show you like the example that I did in the other video. I'll do it with and without palm muting so you can kind of hear the difference. So that was without it. Here's with palm muting. One more time. So you hear that? It had a lot more separation just with that little bit of palm muting. You don't want to palm mute it really harsh, but just a little bit of it gives you some extra separation in the notes. So that's one trick with sweep picking. Another one is that you don't want your right hand. Somebody mentioned in the message board about a rolling motion in your fretting hand, and I thought that was a good way to put it. In that you don't want. Let me get my fretting hand in the picture a little better. You don't want, like say I'll make a sweep out of a normal just B major chord right here. So that's just a B major bar chord on the 7th fret. So I don't want to sweep it like this and just leave my hand dead on there. And so I'll just leave my fretting hand on there and then just pick it like this. That doesn't work as well as if as you play the note, you release it. And then, so with these two are barred with the ring finger, so then that rolling motion comes in. So, And the good thing to do is to add the pull off at the top, just like I demonstrated in my intro to sweep picking video. Don't forget to check that one out. So. So, you know, that'd be a sweep pick chord just based on a regular old, you know, major bar chord shape. So hopefully you can kind of see the idea of that rolling motion. How, you know, it's not like just a dead hand. Like it's I'm letting go of the different parts of the chords as I no longer need to fret them after they've been played, because you want that, it's you know, the arpeggio, they say it's a broken chord, so you don't want things ringing out. You want them to cut off after they're played. So that's the rolling motion, the palm muting. I think that's probably pretty good. Another thing that sometimes helps people with that rolling motion is, you know, you start with chord shapes where it's just one finger per string. So, you know, like that shape I showed you there, you kind of have to do that rolling motion in two places because we're playing the different strings on the same fret with the same finger. But if you can do shapes where you know, it's just each finger goes up and down and then it releases it, then you kind of automatically get that cutting off and you get a nice clean sound. Sometimes they're a bit harder to do in terms of, you know, getting your fingers in place quickly enough. But once you get them, they're super clean. So like, you know, there's like the Yngwie Malmsteen diminished one, where, you know, it goes like. Well, I'm screwing this up left and right. Here we go. There we go. Something like that. There's a much better version of that in my Yngwie Malmsteen lesson. Well, it's not a whole lesson on his stuff. That would take forever. It's a diminished, I think it's called diminished sweep picking. No. Yngwie Malmsteen diminished sweep picking. Something like that. Just check out my channel. It's in there if you want to learn that one. But that's an example of one where, you know, the finger frets the note and then you move on to the next string and that finger lifts up and it just kind of automatically cuts it off. I don't know why I played it so terribly just now. But check out the other one. I did it much better there. What else? Well, I guess that's about it. So hopefully this is helpful. And please don't forget to check out some of my original songs that are also on my YouTube channel. I've got 2 of them in there. There's Too Proud to Beg and Daylight Fades. And those, of course, are on iTunes and MP3 or Amazon MP3. And I've also got a couple covers I'm going to be releasing very soon. I'm in the process of, I'm trying to master them myself, which is a little tricky, but that's what I'm working on. I'm just getting them up to a respectable volume so that, you know, if you have them on your iPod, they're not going to be much softer than everything else you're listening to. But so also keep an eye out for my covers, and you know, feel free to post questions, comments, all that stuff. I try to get it back to everybody as best I can. But all right, hopefully this was helpful, and see you next time.